If you're over 60 and your erections just aren't what they used to be, you're not alone. And let's be honest, it's not just about performance. It's about confidence. It's about connection. It's about feeling like yourself again. When this starts to slip, it doesn't just affect your body, it touches every part of your identity. You feel like you're fading, like the man you were is slipping further away. But I want you to hear this clearly. This is not the end. It might actually be the beginning of something better. My name is Dr. Elias Mercer. I've spent the last 30 years working in men's health, helping men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s reclaim the vitality and intimacy they thought was lost for good. Here's what I've seen over and over again. With the right approach, men don't just regain function, they become more connected, more alive, more grounded than they've been in decades. And the most powerful tool, it's not a pill. It's not surgery. It's a simple, private technique you can do yourself, with nothing more than your hands, a few minutes, and a willingness to show up for your body. This touch-based method has been quietly used for years to restore blood flow, reawaken nerve sensitivity, and retrain your body to respond again. Not in months. In some cases, after just one night. It's not complicated. It's not invasive. And it's not something you'll hear about from mainstream sources because there's nothing to sell. Just a step-by-step routine designed to reactivate what your body already knows how to do. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how this works, why it helps men over 60 so effectively, and how you can start tonight in under 15 minutes from the privacy of your own home. So stay with me, because if you've been feeling disconnected, frustrated, or uncertain, this may be the message your body's been waiting for. And before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more life-changing, science-backed tips tailored for men over 60. If this resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me create content that truly serves you. Now let's begin. Let's begin with what lies at the heart of it all, why a simple act of touch can unlock more energy, vitality, and confidence than most men ever realize. Before we get into how this technique works, I want to show you why it matters. Because therapeutic touch isn't just relaxing or comforting, it's a biological reset. A direct line back to strength, intimacy, and masculine vitality after 60. 1. The power of therapeutic touch. There's something men often don't understand until it's missing. The way physical touch shapes not just your body, but your identity. As boys, we're taught to use touch for strength, to grip, to build, to hold. But as we grow older, especially beyond 60, something changes. The body that once responded instantly to desire becomes quieter, touch becomes less frequent, maybe a handshake at best, or the occasional medical checkup. And slowly we begin to feel disconnected, not just from others but from ourselves. That loss, it's not just physical, it's emotional, and it cuts deeper than most will admit. But here's what most don't know. Touch is not a luxury, it's a biological necessity. The right kind of touch sends powerful signals to your brain. It calms your nervous system. It releases oxytocin, the hormone of connection and trust. And most importantly, it reactivates blood flow and nerve pathways that have slowly gone dormant over the years. This isn't just about feeling good. This is about turning systems back on, systems that regulate erections, regulate mood, and bring you back into your body. You see, with age, your body starts conserving energy. And sometimes, it does that by shutting down what it considers non-essential, including libido and sexual response. Therapeutic touch helps reverse that process. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that crushes libido. It boosts nitric oxide, which opens up blood vessels and restores natural flow. And it creates the warmth, safety, and trust your body needs to engage fully again. I've seen this change happen with my own eyes. One of my patients, 72 years old, told me he hadn't felt anything sexual in years. He wasn't ashamed, just quietly resigned. 2 weeks after beginning this massage practice, he sat in my office and said, It's like something turned back on inside me. And he choked up when he said it. That wasn't about performance. That was about aliveness. Touch also reconnects you to yourself. Most men were never taught to slow down, to tune in, to experience their body without pressure. But when you begin this practice, even if it feels unfamiliar or awkward at first, something shifts. You begin to rebuild trust with your own body. You remember that you are still here, that this body, even if it's softer, slower, or more weathered, is still yours and still capable. Capable of pleasure, capable of connection, capable of strength that comes not from force but from awareness. And what starts in the bedroom doesn't stay there. I've watched men stand taller, speak with more calm, smile with more ease. Because when you feel in control of your body again, you feel more in control of your life. That kind of presence doesn't go unnoticed, not by your partner, not by your kids, not by the man in the mirror. So yes, this begins with something as simple as intentional touch, but its ripple effects, they reach everywhere, into your posture, your relationships, your sense of who you are. And the beauty is you don't need a prescription. You don't need a doctor's permission. All you need is a few quiet minutes and the willingness to show up for yourself in a new way. Now that you understand the why, let's dive deeper into the how. Because what happens inside your body during this simple massage is more powerful than you might expect, and it could be the key to turning everything back on. 2. What this massage actually does to your body. When most men hear the word massage, they think of relaxation, maybe easing muscle tension, or relieving stress after a long day. But this isn't that kind of massage. This isn't about luxury. This is about activation. Because when performed correctly, this specific massage is designed to awaken the very systems in your body responsible for sexual function, confidence, and energy. Systems that may have gone quiet with age, but are far from gone. Let's break it down. As we get older, several things happen inside the male body, often without us noticing. Our blood vessels lose elasticity, our nerves become less sensitive, and our pelvic floor muscles, a hidden but vital group of muscles, often hold tension or fatigue that disrupts blood flow and control. It's no wonder that erections become less predictable. That sensation fades. That energy and drive seem harder to summon. But here's the good news, your body isn't broken. It's adaptable, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. And this massage helps trigger that natural healing ability by reawakening the very pathways that support male performance. Here's how it works. When you apply gentle, focused touch to areas like the lower abdomen, inner thighs, perineum, and the base of the penis, you're doing more than just moving the skin. You're stimulating circulation in places that may have gone neglected for decades. This region is packed with blood vessels that support erection quality and sensation. By applying rhythmic, steady pressure, you encourage those vessels to open up, to dilate, and to allow oxygen-rich blood to flow more freely. Think of it as a natural pump, one that wakes up tissue, improves flexibility, and gets blood moving where it matters most. But circulation is only part of the equation. This massage also gently activates nerve endings, some of which may have gone dull or disconnected due to aging or stress. Through touch, you're helping your brain reconnect with your body. You're retraining your system to respond to arousal again, not through fantasy, but through real, physical input. That's why some men report feeling sensations they hadn't experienced in years, even during their first or second session. And then there's the pelvic floor, a group of deep, often ignored muscles that control erection firmness and ejaculation. When these muscles are too tight or weak, they can restrict blood flow and throw off your rhythm. This massage helps release that buried tension. It creates space. It invites your body to return to balance, and in that balance, everything starts working better. What's incredible is that the benefits extend far beyond the bedroom. Improved circulation and muscle release in this area often lead to better posture, reduced lower back pain, and a noticeable boost in daily energy. When your nerves are firing, your blood is flowing, and your muscles aren't gripping in hidden tension. You feel it in how you walk, how you breathe, how you carry yourself. And maybe most importantly, this massage gives you something most solutions don't: control. No pills, no side effects, no reliance on prescriptions or procedures. Just your hands, your focus, and your body's ability to remember how to respond naturally. So now the question becomes, how do you actually do this? What are the movements? How much pressure? How often? The good news: it's far simpler and more effective than most men ever expect. And in the next section, I'll walk you through the exact steps to get started, step by step, from the comfort of your own home. Because this is about more than just restoring function, it's about reclaiming your power, one intentional moment at a time. 3. Exactly how to do the massage. Now that you understand why this works, what's really happening inside your body, let's walk step by step through how to do it. And I want to be clear right from the start. You don't need to be a doctor. You don't need years of training. And you certainly don't need to be flexible or have special equipment. What you do need is a few quiet minutes, a sense of patience, and a willingness to reconnect with your body in a new, respectful way. This isn't about fixing yourself. It's about reawakening parts of you that may have gone quiet. Let's begin. First, set the right scene. Evening tends to work best, ideally after a warm shower or bath. That warmth relaxes your muscles and opens up blood vessels, setting the stage for deeper benefits. Find a space where you won't be interrupted. Dim the lights. Maybe put on some calm music or light a candle. You're not just touching your body, you're creating safety for your nervous system to relax and receive. Start by placing both hands just below your belly button. Use your fingertips to make slow, gentle circles, working outward across your lower abdomen. Do this for 1-2 minutes. This helps relax the abdominal wall, stimulates the pelvic nerves, and signals to your body, we're safe, we're healing, we're reconnecting. Next, move your attention to your inner thighs. Using the flat of your palms, gently stroke upward toward your groin. Not too hard, but enough to feel the warmth of the tissue beneath. This movement helps guide blood from your legs up into your pelvis, a kind of natural priming of the entire lower body. Repeat this several times, breathing deeply as you do. Now focus on the base of your penis. Form a gentle circle with your thumb and index finger and slowly rotate that ring around the base, not tightly, not erotically, just enough to engage touch and guide awareness. Remember, this isn't about climax. It's about retraining your nerves, teaching your body to respond again to connection, not pressure. From here, move to one of the most overlooked areas in male health. The perineum, the soft space between your scrotum and your anus. Using 2 fingers, apply gentle, circular pressure here. This spot is deeply connected to the pelvic floor, a network of muscles that control blood flow, support erections, and even influence emotional tension. By releasing pressure here, many men experience not just relief, but a powerful sense of calm and clarity they haven't felt in years. Throughout the whole process, keep your breath slow and steady. Each exhale helps release tension. Each inhale welcomes energy. As your nervous system shifts into a parasympathetic state, the healing, restful mode, something subtle but powerful happens. Anxiety fades. Blood vessels open. And the brain begins to associate touch with safety, strength, and possibility, not performance or pressure. What you're doing is far more than a massage. You're rebuilding trust between your mind and your body. You're saying, I'm still here. I still matter, and I'm not giving up on myself. Even if it feels unfamiliar at first, keep showing up. This practice doesn't just restore blood flow, it helps restore you. In the next section, I'll show you how to build this into a simple weekly rhythm, so you can make lasting changes without stress or guesswork. Because real transformation doesn't come from effort alone, it comes from consistency. 4. Start tonight. Here's your plan. Everything we've explored so far, the science, the steps, the transformation, it only works if you take action. Not tomorrow, not when life slows down. But tonight, why the urgency? Because most men wait until it's almost too late. They wait until the silence becomes a wall, until the frustration turns into shame, until that quiet spark, the one that made them feel confident, connected, alive, flickers out completely. But your body hasn't given up. It's waiting for you. And what it needs isn't a miracle, it's a moment. Just a few minutes, one small habit, and a willingness to show up for yourself again. Here's what I recommend. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes each evening just for you. Make it a space of calm, not a chore. This is your time, not for your job, not for your family, not for obligations, just you. Start with a warm shower or place a warm towel over your lower abdomen. That simple act helps loosen tension, relax blood vessels, and tells your nervous system you're safe now. You can soften. You can reconnect. Then move into the massage practice you've already learned. Go slowly. Breathe deeply. Let each movement be deliberate. This isn't a performance, there's nothing to prove. This is a reunion. A return to feeling, to presence, to ownership of your body. If your mind wanders, that's okay. If it feels strange at first, that's normal. What matters isn't perfection. What matters is that you begin. Make it a ritual. Dim the lights. Play the same piece of music. Use the same scent or candle or space. Why? Because your brain craves rhythm. Your body thrives on familiarity. And when you build a safe and steady ritual, you teach your nervous system to expect healing, to welcome it. And over time, something incredible begins to happen. Circulation improves. Sensitivity returns. Pelvic tension melts away. And slowly, sometimes almost silently, your confidence comes back. You start to feel warmth in places that felt numb. You might notice morning erections reappearing, a soft tingling, a sense of aliveness where there was only silence. But it doesn't stop there. Your mood begins to shift. You carry yourself differently. You speak with more clarity. Your posture improves. You feel grounded, present, capable again. And here's the deeper truth. This isn't just about you. Because when you come home to yourself, it changes how you show up for others. Your partner feels the shift. The distance shrinks. Touch feels safer, more welcome. You laugh more, connect more, feel more. You stop shrinking, you stop fading. And you begin to step back into your power. So if there's one thing you take from this video, let it be this. You are not too old. You are not broken. You are not finished. You're just getting started. And it all begins with one quiet choice, one small moment of courage where you say, I'm ready to feel like myself again. Now, before we wrap up, there's something I need you to hear, not just with your ears, but with your heart. It's not about the technique anymore. It's not about routine. It's about why this works. The deeper reason why so many men begin to feel whole again when they follow this path. 5. You haven't faded. You've just been waiting. For many men over 60, the feeling doesn't come crashing in overnight. It sneaks in gradually. Less eye contact, fewer compliments, less touch. And slowly, you start to feel like you've stepped into the background of your own life. You might wonder, does anyone even see me anymore? You see a reflection that doesn't quite match the fire you still feel inside. And part of you starts to believe the lie that maybe your best days are behind you. But let me tell you something truthfully and directly. You have not faded. You have not disappeared. You've just gone quiet, waiting for someone, maybe even you, to look again. Everything we've covered in this video, the science, the touch, the practice, is not just about performance. It's about presence. It's about rebuilding the bridge between your mind, your body, and your identity. You've learned how a simple, caring massage can do more than move blood. It can move energy. It can reignite nerve pathways and awaken emotions long buried by time, stress, or silence. But here's the part most men miss. This isn't just about erections. It's about connection. To your partner, yes, but more importantly, to yourself. Because when you touch your own body with care, without shame, without pressure, you begin to reclaim something most men never knew they lost. Belonging. You belong in your body. You belong in intimacy. You belong in this chapter of your life not as a memory of who you once were, but as a man who still has everything to offer. And the best part, you're in control of this. You don't need a prescription. You don't need to wait for someone to give you permission. You already have everything you need. So what now? You carve out a few minutes tonight. You breathe. You begin. Not because you're broken. Not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because you deserve to feel alive again. To walk into a room and know you still carry presence. To look in the mirror and see not an aging man, but a powerful one, grounded in wisdom, in grace, and in quiet strength. Aging doesn't mean fading. It means becoming. It means arriving fully in this moment, in this body, with everything you've learned and everything you still have left to give. So tonight, take that first step. Reconnect. Remember, you are not too old, you are not invisible, and you are certainly not finished. You're just beginning to be seen again by the world and finally by yourself.